Good late every morning, Michael Venezia, trader at Tradeview Markets. As I re-sign in, I meant to take my stocks off my screen, and I actually signed out. Give me a second, if you will. Monday morning. Okay, what is it? A little after, obviously 11, and smash and grabs over Planeteer. How you doing? Let me just fix this. Most active. I don't want any stocks right now. By the way, as you can see, I'm setting my parameters for Tradeview Markets platform. And I want to make a point later today or later that, where the hell at? Oh yeah, as of what, 11:30, if it doesn't have at least 200,000 shares, it should be more. I'm not interested. And here we go with the most active lists, most active right here. And we'll go into TradeGATEHub. Let me make sure I'm on here. Okay. Be able to share appropriately. Here's the share, the new share, to share the screen. Here we're sharing screens, new share. Well, market's doing nothing. 25,000 square. I got a nice trade. Square. Retail's going higher. Coors, Birkenstock, AAP, IOT, Newmont, BST hurting me. Zoomies. How about Mike V? Look at this freaking Zoomies. I want to hear. Let's finish. Bottom line, I didn't do much on Friday, but what I did work, except for some losers I got. No, listen, as always, I'm always making, I'm mixed. All right, let's get to it. This was Friday, 3 days ago Friday. Pages and pages of Planeteer sweeps, pages of Planeteer calls. They starting a position. Planeteer. Added the S&P 500 after the close. All posting key performances, total return. S&P is down 4% month to date. The NASDAQ down 6%, if you will, month to date. It's incredible. 6%. Astro Gumbo, what am I looking at here? The 3 districts. All right. TradeGATEHub starting off on Monday morning, always with sentiment. Sentiment is Goldman. That's a Goldman sentiment indicator. They're not even in. They're barely in. Gold, I shorted some Newmont. Always upgrades, downgrades, always movers. Bottom line. And anything that you need or anything that's charted in the SPY, gap up, gap down. It's coming back here. Oxy. A shoe problem. See this? There's the mean to reversion, reversion to the mean. Whatever you want to call it. Let me put in my TSLL was my daily P&L. Tesla. I took a $9,000 loss, and I wanted to prove something in TGH more importantly, because there's always another trade, and it's more important that you're going to trust the data as I kick into gear. Okay, go through TGH, scroll back. Gap list. There's my universe. Always movers right here. There's the most actives. We give into you the volume, and it should. Current fund stocks. Now, I wanted to point out that I sold a nice chunk of TSLL. I think I sold 8, 16, 20, 24,000 at an average price of $9.84. But I also want everybody to look at something. Look at the routes that I'm using. Use what I'm using. When I started off as a stockbroker and I was a kid, 21, 22 years old, and all the other guys, the big hitters, 30, 32 years old, the ones that had, 8 Porsches and could only afford 7, and they went out at night and they says, oh, this is a great place to meet girls. So when it came for me the time to meet girls, I was like, I wouldn't be like, what should we do? You go where all the other guys go. All right, go where I go. That's smart route and ARCA, what I use. Everybody uses it. Everybody has the same advantage. Now, I did sell 24,984 Tesla. I wasn't married to it. I was down in it. ESLL, where are we? Now it's 953. Now I'd be back. So I'm selling the majority of Tesla here near 10. Look at the long-term chart. Look at the range. Bottom line, no matter if I was in or out, look at the range. Well, this is TSLL. 11, the stock, I mean, that's a major on volume. 2 days back to beta, 2 days back to back on volume, TSLL. 1 day, 930, 1160, even if you're a range trader. So what did I do? What did I do? I took a little bit of loss in this Tesla. The market's coming in. Where's this TSLL? TSLL, daily P&L. Daily, TSLL. I came in long 30. And I'm only up 20. I was up 50. What's the fucking problem here? Birkenstock. Advanced Auto Parts. A Square. Square had a nice short in. Clean trade. Square. Why not? Short starting. Another alert situation below the 50-day. Square. Now, this almost looks real man shorts more. Where's PayPal? All right, so we did the right thing. We shorted on the 50-day. I want to say something about the alertness of SERP's up because sometimes I don't post all the data. But let's go back to Friday. Well, going back to fundamentals here. You saw the board. You saw what's moving. Very important post. Without rules, there's chaos. And everybody knows that the 200-day is the line in the sand, but the 50-day is really everything that you derive. Basically your life, short and long term when it comes to trading. Here it is, Larry. SMH is trending lower. Good post on Surf's Up, unabated. Avoid new buys below a declining 50-day SMA. Larry, Coach asked me on Thursday or Friday, whatever it was, which declining average do I use and why? All the smart guys that narrow things down, Zanger, Larry. I go, which moving average did you use? They go the simple moving average. And I go, why? They go, because it's simple. Okay. SMH trending lower. They do offer it. Offering new buys below a 50-day SMA. Let's go to and that's perfect. A declining 50-day SMA. That should be everybody's Bible. You know how I feel about the 50-day. There's the SMH. Declining 50-day. Now the SMH is below the 200-day. So let's go to something like MU breaking a new low. It's a semi. Where's Avago? Came out with earnings. Oh, there's Avago on the 200-day. Now things are getting. Now I'm regrouping. Avago 2 days down without earnings. Go to TGH. Just like Avago, maybe the old Broadcom at the 200-day daily. Let's go to the ultimate smack in the face of the weekly. Any support there? Not really. Be aware. Just like Oxy. And that's Oxy. It's not something. Listen, the better positions to start. I'm aware of the rotation. The oversold, maybe I should be waiting for Oxy to bounce to short it. Here's the weekly on Oxy. I got my eye at 51. I bought a little of it right here. I'm trying to get involved. And you know what? Situation in Oxy that's only has a range from 52 to 50, 52.30. It's got a 30-cent range. And this is a situation where I'm not all expecting everybody to wake up with Oxy and everything and say, oh, we forgot about you and make a V-shaped reverse. It's not. This is the type of situation you sock away if you want it at all, where if you want your position to work, you don't watch it. You got to monitor it because you're going against a lot of things here. But Oxy Weekly, look at Exxon. It's holding in. Should be probably buying Exxon Weekly. Chevron Weekly is almost like Avago now. There's the Chevron Weekly doing what you don't want a behemoth to do, but nobody wants it anyway. That did bounce. Why isn't Oxy bouncing? Oxy, bottom line, has got to hold 52. All right. So I bought a little bit, big deal. I think I bought like 4,000 shares on the active account. I bought some in the fund. Believe me, I got 8 figures in the fund. I think I bought 800 shares to start with. Fact. Oxy, keep it on. All right. Let's get back to, now I'm in the groove here. We're getting in the groove, not even close. Good point, Surf's Up. Awareness about the S. Maybe, I think inadvertently, Surf's Up Alexis told me, because he knows I was buying some NVIDIA, NVBL, nice sale, Astro Gumbo. You know where we sold it? As a matter of fact, Astro Gumbo said, you know when to sell. I think I sold NVBL at like 48. Look at the NVDL. Now it's coming to 200 day again. NVDL, I sold Thursday, a lot of it, 48.72, 48.72, 45.72. No, this was, yeah, right here. Back. This was it. Went down to 41. Next. Now it's tradable. Now it's tradable on a moving average. I'm not going to say maybe in the video want to stock some or pour some away here. Certainly I'm not going to do the video. That's the triple E. Here I am telling people not to trade the triple ETFs. But you know what? Nevada, is 104 stock. Nevada's $104 stock with 117,000. NVDL, the sexy two times because you eat 2-time ETF. So I'm not completely hypocritical. Let's keep going. Good post. This is usually what happens on a Friday. These 0-day options usually get exacerbated because everybody dumps and they expire. So maybe you want to note that Friday's moves really get, stretched maybe a little bit longer than they used to. Intraday CPA, let's go down. Fear and greed. I think that was the same on Friday. This was opposed to 3 days ago. I'm sure it didn't change much. Let's going back to current situation. These were bad. Mike, hold on. Keep an eye on these things from TGH Post. They're still relevant. Microsoft losing the 200-day. Google breaking the 200-day. Amazon below the 200-day. And that was 3 days ago. These are important. Sometimes a stock that I might say for example, like IOT, might not be as relevant. But this is, Microsoft losing his 200-day is like, knowing, who's in the Super Bowl. Bad analogy. I'm known for the analogy. Microsoft. Is it holding the 200-day? No. Who wants to step in here? I think Coach did a piece on the Mag 7 stocks, if I'm not mistaken. And thinking of that, even if he didn't, Monday morning, Coach is usually fired up on Monday morning too, more than so. Hold on. He already did the video. I would urge everybody to watch the video about the euro dollar decline. Dollars are talking to me. Dollar. Here, you want to know, Coach? Right on it. Here we go, TGH. Where is this? I don't like many things, but this I have like. You should be on the US dollar. I liked it an hour ago. Got to be aware of my Twitter feed. US dollar continues to hold the Fed speech low. There it is. There's a declining 50-day, right? Larry wouldn't argue no matter what the entity is. So there's the dollar. Dollar's in play. TLT's in play. All these other ones are in play. Highs of the day on the VIX. Here's important. The VIX was only down like $1. And I got some longs. VIX has a clear bounce to the 20s. High of the day now, 2150. This is you know what? Instead of the UVIX, the triple ETFs, which still have 200-day, this is the entity to watch above the 200-day. If it was a stock, here's the VIX now. That's the instrument. That's what I trade. I trade VXX. How much a trade? Trades 2 million. VXX. What a Ray, Square, BCG, Birkenstock, killing the family. Newmont, not killing the family. Heyo. What else? IOT. Heyo. Newmont. Here was my AU trade. Where was my AU trade? I was up 40. What happened here? ANF. Nike negative. Planeteer gives 0 back. Where's my charts? Oh, yeah. Planeteer getting 0 back. Why would it? Maybe it goes to 35. Everybody chases the funds at the close. Weekly, Planeteer, nothing but ALB puts. Coach, this is bad. You want to know what's bad? I don't like this. Is a bad feel. This is what I'm looking at, the Jesus feed. Short-term washout are pretty much there. But in what sectors? See this? Every time the washout signal is high, point, you don't have to read. High, point up, rally. Point up, rally. Point up, rally. So what are they going to go into? They go into what? They go into Oxy? They buy NVIDIA. Or they go to Avago off the 200. They all these aforementioned things. Does Microsoft recapture the 200? They all these things freaking fly in my mind. SPY new lows. ALB puts. This was the one before I started seeing things an issue. Gerard, you there? There's lithium. This ALB. There's the daily. It's finished. ALB puts. What about this EMPH? This was the one who was buying calls, hold the 200-day strongest. That thought, look, you know what was what showed everything? SEDG. Look at this thing was $19. Last week, 2 weeks ago, was 30 on a squeeze insider buying. Look at it. This doesn't look like it. What's today's date? September something. Oh, September 11th. And this is, wait, August 26th. It was 32. It's 18. Run. Let's look at the biggest dog of the, you know what? Not bad. Run. Interesting 50-day, a rising 50-day on run. Interesting. If you want to buy a solar, let's look at the best of breed Fizzler. I'm going through everything now. Fizzler, run. This BE got trashed. Ugh. All right, those are a couple of solar things. I'll get into questions, everything now. Let me roll. Okay. Anti-VIX, we're going to sell Nomura. I'll post it later. They're buying New York City Bancorp. That's one I'm not taking a position in. Jesus. Carlos, dollar. What else? Verizon bullish. That's not bullish. Apple puts a bit active. Okay. The stock has been, you know what? Been red all day. There's the chart. The coach might have it. The coach. There's Apple's chart. If it was a stock, would you buy it? If that was a uranium stock, I'd be shorting it. If that was an oil stock, I'd be shorting it. Let's look at the big daddies. Amazon holding the 200-day. Google broke. Oh my God, what happened to this freaking thing? Maybe this, you know what? This Google down here at the market I think it's bullish for these washout conditions to bounce a little bit. I'm not saying it's Google. 192 to 150. Let's go to the ultimate kick in the face, the weekly. When you want us weekly, Google. Can't do it. I get it. If you want to try to start it, still at the 50-day moving average on the weekly. There's the line. You can draw whatever line you want. 150 strike price. Maybe it settles. It's more of a barometer to me now. Google. I'm not going to take Tony Pistachio for a walk and come back. You know what? I think I'm going to load up on this thing. I get it. There's the weekly. It's not even a daily. I'm whining. NVIDIA, skews, Planeteer, gives nothing back. NIO, Soxel, Tesla. Didn't get greedy. Next was TSLL. I thought 30, I literally showed 38,000 here. On average price, 390, whatever it was. Now I'd be stuck a half a point and I got no shot now. No shot. I took advantage of the early morning moves. Apple puts active. Google bullish. All right. But when I see this, coach, I know what you're asking. Google bullish September, nothing. Google bearish September, nothing. Coin leaps. This is what I posted before. Google, as we see right here to the bottom left. Google news law. Coin leaps. I posted this. Kill the messenger. Coin leaps. Write it down. Get the highlighter. Coin leaps. And if you don't know what you're doing and you don't know what a leap is, A, ask. B, if you see, I posted that, and that was 23 minutes ago. Okay. Again, sometimes I get redundant. It's not a pat Mike V on the back end. I'm just posting data that's relevant and that you should know. But as I posted those coin leaps and just showed you, I did post that 22 minutes ago. Coach, DXY analysis right on top of things. We haven't freaking fired up here. It's only a Monday morning. Oxy, keep an eye out. Apple, there it is. That was by Surf's Up, aware. That was by freaking 2 hours ago, Surf's Up with Apple. This Dynatrace was pure. I sold it right at the high. How could you not like this DT? The NAV was closing at the low, and this Dynatrace was closing at the high on Friday. And you know what? I sold a nice chunker. That's me selling a lot of it. DT, Dynatrace. I bought some in the fund today. There's the Qs. And here's Dynatrace. It's a sexy stock, too, as you see it moves. All right. Let's go to the YouTube channel. Ocean Island Trader, H, all the guys, where are you? YouTube channel. Mickey, always comments. Dwayne, best of luck, Mr. V. You too. Dwayne, we need you in the room. Get in TGH. Do you have a password? Yeah. Have a bubble. Mickey D. Mick. I'm not going to call him Mickey D. That's cheapening you. Although McDonald's had a hell of a run. And you know what? I was watching this donut go with it. McDonald's, nobody wanted it. Donut too. I said, you know what? I want to get caught in this piece of crap. And there it did it. Right when it reclaimed this move. Donut. Space being the final frontier. It is the final frontier. I think Elon Musk says he's going to Mars in like a year or some 2 years, didn't he? Wasn't that the big news? Or was it maybe I had too many things to put in my body that made me thought I was thinking about Mars? I'm being facetious. Coin. K-Web green, Google lows, Google bearish, New York City Bank Corp. So China is positive and Google's at the lows. Something's going to give. Let's look at percent gainers. Let's talk out loud. Percent gainers. Let's look at percent gainers in 15 minutes. What's going up? Iron. Gave it to you. Summit Technology. The stock of the day. SINT. NVDX. Let's look at percent losers 15 minutes. CGC. Let's look at most actives. Planeteer. Apple, AAL, GME green. See in the bet. So GME was positive on Friday. For all those just like to take stocks that were active on Friday and finish at the high. This was it. Okay, what it is. GME, there's the chart now. You're going to step into this thing. It looks like the VIX. This is, you know what GME looks like the VIX. You know what I mean? Above the 200-day, testing it. This GameStop, big moves. Has earnings still coming up. Don't kill the messenger. Not in it. GameStop. AAL's even. So maybe they're going to memes. American Airlines. Lucid. Oh, you know what? Where's that freaking Riven? You know what? This Riven, it could be getting a lot. People that like this from buying this Riven, and obviously you'd like to buy it at the bottom of the range. It's really not. It's taking calls still, too. I had a lot of it on Friday. Yeah. NIO's positive again. Watch NIO. Hasn't given back since that JP Morgan upgraded. NIO. LI taking puts. Are they going the other way? LI. You want to buy something? LI. You want to take it? Listen, you want to do something? LI. Buy some LI calls. If NIO can pull the move, LI can play the move. And LI's taking puts, and I know they're selling puts. Coach asks me sometimes what's the difference, and it's a very good question. Because sometimes it looks like you have to get used to it. It's my job to tell you. And if you're not sure, my original point was this. With what I was getting back to was the coin leaps. You don't know what you're doing. Get a demo. Sign up. Say you love cookies, because I love cookies. Who doesn't like cookies? All right, get a demo. We'll get you right involved right away. Listen, the bottom line is it's not going to change my life. The truth is, on a personal level, 90% of my income, if you will, is made on trading. Barely any to TradeGATEHub. And for anybody that signs up an account, it's going to take a critical mass, which I don't mind. If you sign up on the critical mass, the best thing you're going to do is get the lowest prices, tightest spreads, and award-winning service. And that's why Surf's Up and the team is here to help you. It's not only to post, it's to get you going. So if you don't get it, even have the demo to buy some Coors Leaps, Apple, here it is. You know what? Again, Exxon bullish, December. Just note it. Where are Exxon calls? Note it. Some guy's going in there for a half a bone in December. Doesn't care what happens the next couple of months. That's the guy you want to see. And you know what? This guy's smart because Exxon's the best of breed. This guy right here is going to make money. Right here. There it is. Another one. Exxon bulls. Exxon bulls. Active into strength. The guy's smart. There's Exxon. And you know what? Hold on a second. You know what we're doing? Freaking remind me later. We're putting our money where our mouth is. Do a water. XOM. Oh, what happened here? Whoa. Oh, I know what happened. Well, it's a sexy. Look at that. Cancel. It's like boring to me. Not kidding. Where are we? In the other account. What are we? Exxon Mobil. I'm already in Exxon. XOM. Where is it? We'll even uptick it. We'll buy 800. What is that? Like 100,000? Adding Exxon in the fund. Oh, we got it now. XLE is in the fund. Do we add to it? What's Oxy? Is it over 59? No, it's got to be over 52.20. It's not 52.20. It's right 52.20. Sucks. But Exxon doesn't suck. How's the XLE doing? XLE is at the high of the day. The daily, you know what I mean? I mean, for people that trade ranges and they're sharp, never broke a new low. Maybe it goes up here. Who knows? You know, new water. I'll buy 200 more XLE. I have 3,800, but I don't want that. What I want to do is sell it at the 90 and then regroup. But for now, I'll buy 200. Apple Computer. Roblox. How do you not like Roblox in the fund? Ooh, I loved it. Now I don't. Still like it. Want this position to work, don't watch it, believe me. NVIDIA, J&J, I brought on the fund on Friday, I'm not going to lie. Medtronic's still on the fund. Love this freaking company. Oh, Medtronic. They make defibrillators weekly on Medtronic. That's okay. Walmart in the fund, as you all know. You know what the big 3M. You don't get better than Minnesota Mines. 3M is a freaking American as apple pie and George freaking Washington. There's Minnesota Mining coming right up to 136 on the weekly. But I want to note something. And I've been learning about, God forbid I have big winners, this Bill O'Neill situation. A stock pops like 20% or more and sits there. You got to wait like what is it, coach? 4 to 6 weeks, 4 to 8 weeks. And it worked. You know, it made the move what? On 729. And then it went up after like what happened here? Here's the Jesus feed. I'm going to leave you here. Any questions? I'm a little bit overboard. I talk all day. Jesus feed. Where's Jesus saying? Not much of any clean buying out there on Friday. I did see some catch-up. Tesla. Also looks like February 300 calls. That's Exxon bulls. Just remember Exxon bulls. Oh, remember this. It's already posted by Sept because he has passion and he's focused. Apple event scheduled for 1 p.m. And I believe it's already been posted by Sept. And if it's not, that's okay. It posted a lot of relevant information. Sept posts so I can give you more. Apple. He did it already. I know he did. Coin. Okay, we'll leave you there. Apple bearish, Apple bearish. Any questions, gents? I'm here all day. I'm here all week. I never leave. I sign out sometimes, but I never leave. I just sit there and stare like this sometime. My wife's on the couch saying, what do you, I tell her, I say, don't worry about it. I said, usually, I would say about 80. I don't know how you're going to take this. It's the truth. I would say about 78 to 82%, kind of like my win percentage of my thoughts are derived from trading or just market derived things. Not in a suffocating way, healthy. Aside from that, maybe 4% is like I don't know. I don't know what the other percent, family. Who knows? The other, the other percent really doesn't matter as long as it's trading derived. Exxon and Lockheed, average buying. But listen, I'm not going to argue with Lockheed either. Why would you? RTX. You know what I liked? They've been taking calls in. Well, how about Boeing? I told you Boeing. See that Boeing 1 day delay? It didn't bounce. Boeing was up like $8 at one point. I had to go. They're pulling the plug on me. Again, the purple, creamy green, Fang apple bearish. Let's look at another oil, the former best of breed is my, as I'm thinking about that apple Fang. What happened? Mick, you know this one, Fang. What happened here? This was the best, the worst. EOG, it must be in the EOG sector. Refiners, Valero, EOG, what happened? It's just Exxon. They only want Exxon. It's like Apple. Just a big bank, Exxon. It's just a big bank. Apple, listen, let's leave it here. Apple event scheduled for 1, maybe moving the market. KWeb, GME, most of the things may move, I believe. Here we have the most active list. Why can't I blow this thing up? What happened here? No, whatever. You get it. All right, I'll leave it there. Planeteer, Neola high. Credit spreads firm. Market's due for a bounce. And all boy, if nobody catches that, what I say sometimes, either outwardly or subconsciously, this is the most important thing that drives the market. Money and rates. Always did. Everything has had a V-shape, okay? V-shaped bottom. The Nikkei had a blip. There was the Nikkei, COVID, V-shaped bottoms. Trump assassination attempt, V-shaped bottom. Comes down to money. The credit spreads. If you don't know what it is, get used to it. Coach talks about it all the time. Basically, it derives from the dollar, the TLT, the bonds, and money. All boils down to money. It really does. SINT. Mick, didn't break the low. SINT Technologies. The RSI is only 65. It's above the other moving averages. SINT for now. I don't think necessarily be starting, buying like, I listen, I know it's relative strength. Paper trade. You know what? Again, get a demo. Get the real account. Buy 1,000 SINT. 615. There's the gap. Avago. Let's see if it holds 200 day. They're yelling at me again. Avago held the 200 day. Avago held the 200 day. Planeteer, more calls. I don't have to show you. Trust me. Planeteer, more calls. That's it. What happened? Oh, they shut me down. Mike V. I get nothing. There's a gong. You know the Gong Show? The Gong Show. They're gonging me now. All right, Mike V. Thanks for sharing. I'm in the room. If I missed anything, let me know. Comments, questions. I'm here. Just be nice, and I'll try to do better tomorrow with Coach. Cheers, Mike V.